Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast North. My name is Eli, I am your host, and welcome back to another video. And before we get into this video, I want to apologize for not releasing a game preview for Tennessee versus Kent State. Unfortunately, I was a bit busier than usual this week, so I apologize for that. But hey, at least I got the game review up here, so yeah, hopefully I'm good with y'all. Yeah, but anyway, before we get into this video, you already know we got to start off with the verse of the day. And today's verse, well, actually verses, comes from Matthew 28, 28 and 29. It says, "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. All right. So before we get in this video, leave a like, subscribe for more college football content. Without further ado, let's begin. So for Tennessee, I have to say this, that I knew they were going to win this game, but I did not expect them to win the way they did. They won by a score of 71-0 over Kent State. and Dylan Sampson rushed for 4 touchdowns. And, of course, there's also a few high snaps by Kent State in this game, and one of them ended up leading to a safety, which gave the Volunteers a 9-0 lead early. But that didn't stop there, because in the first quarter, the Volunteers scored 37 points, which is a new record for most points scored in a half for them, ever since they were able to score 35 against Arkansas back in 2000, I believe. Keep in mind that was before my time, so if I get that information wrong, I am so sorry, but I believe it was 2000. But however, then they also, in the second quarter, they also started putting in, alternating, we also got to see Deshaun Bishop get a touchdown, and Deshaun ran 47 yards for a touchdown, and that brought the lead up to 44-0. And then Dylan Sampson got another one, brought the lead up to 51-0 in the second quarter. And Gaston Moore, they put in a pass to Miles Kitzelman for 15 yards for a touchdown, which brought the score up to 58-0. And we ended the half with Gaston Moore passing to Mike Matthews for 18 yards for a touchdown, which brought the score up to 65-0. And really right here, I really think that, and, of course, Tennessee then scored a field goal in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, just another field goal, and that completed the 71-point shutout. Now, here's some of my thoughts on the game. That it was great offense and defense on both sides for Tennessee, and I do think that for Tennessee, now they will be playing Oklahoma next week, and Oklahoma did get by Tulane today by a score of 34-19. And I also think that on the ESPN, and I also found out that on ESPN, Tennessee is favored to win that game. And let me see, as of this video, Tennessee is predicted to has a 66.6% chance. No, that's here, I can't resist this. No, I don't worship the devil. They have a 66.6% chance to win against Oklahoma. And there's also the fact that, this game for Tennessee in Kent State, I really think that Tennessee is really coming in with a lot of momentum, of course, now. And it's like I said earlier in the video, I expected Tennessee to win this game, but I did not expect them to win by this much. Now, Tennessee is doing really good, and heading in here, we start to see, and Tennessee has only allowed 13 points from opponents this season, and that's crazy to me. Now, of course, I'm going to have to do the math real quick. Sorry, guys, I have to do the math real quick. They also are averaging 63.6 points a game, which is insane. Now, and I will say this, that I don't think this has been updated yet. If it has, then I'm sorry. Because, like, this is just as of this video. Because this game ended, like, I want to say 30 minutes ago. So I just don't know if it's been... I don't know if this has been updated yet. Hold on here. Um, Trying to find it. Yeah, it hasn't been updated yet. So that's why that's why I had to do the math. Now, if I'm a little wrong, then I got a little miscalculation. I'm sorry, but I do think that but I did do the math. Actually, I say actually right now as I'm saying that I did the math correctly, and Tennessee is averaging 63.6 points scored in a game, and that is really high for me. Now, I do think, of course, they are going to have a little test in Oklahoma next week, and I do think that coming in here is the fact that you have the players like hyped up, you got them motivated from this win, and I do think, of course, that here let me talk a little bit stats here. I do think that Oklahoma. I don't know if I'm a bit scared of them as much as I used to be, like earlier in the season, of course, with that loss to Houston and the fact that they were only able to, hold on, I have to do the math again here. Usually I can do math in my head, but I can't do it here. They only won by 15 over Tulane, so that's really, so that's really the fact that, I don't know how good this team will be heading in. And I'll speak of this. Game is actually going to be, the Oklahoma game is going to be covered on the West channel, so I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to tune in for that. But, however, let's talk about the stats before we call it a night. Of course, Nico led the team. He went 10-16 for 173 yards and 1 touchdown. Deshaun Bishop, 7 carries, 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dante Thornton Jr. had... Hold on, Dante Thornton Jr. had 2 receptions for 64 yards, and, of course, Chris Brazell had a touchdown. Mike Matthews had a touchdown, and Miles Kitselman had a touchdown. And then on the defense, you had Kellen Lindstrom have a total of 4 tackles, tied with Will Brooks as well. And also, there's also a bit of a controversial call in here for Tennessee player Jacoby Thomas. He got thrown out for targeting. Now, this will not affect his eligibility for next week because it was during the second quarter, and the rule for targeting is you have to sit out 2 quarters if you get ejected. And because it was in the second quarter, he sat out the rest of the game, and so because of that, he's able to play against Oklahoma next week. So it's going to be interesting to see. So I just wanted to put that there. But when I saw the replay, to me, it did not look like targeting because it looked like he went a little under the helmet. But that's just me, though. Let me know if y'all are still questioning that. Let me know down in the comments so I know I'm not the only one. But anyway, I also think that it's also been pretty cool seeing how many players were able to come in this game, like players we wouldn't normally see. But I do think that for Tennessee, a 71-point win is impressive. It really is. So I can't wait to see what the Vols can do next week, and I just hope that everything can go well, and I hope that we can bring home a win against Oklahoma. But hey, that's just me though. Now, if you want to see a little more in depth on Oklahoma, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for the West channel. And alright, so I got for y'all tonight. If y'all like this video, give it a like, subscribe for more college football content. And also, guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, peace out, God bless, and good night.